Welcome back to Hendo's Hot Topics, the podcast to distract your mind. Real people and their stories, raw and uncut.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Hendo's Hot Topics. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're loving yourself, and of course, I hope you're having an amazing day. Now it's an early start today.
Yep.
Both me and Jackie, South Auckland, West Auckland, they all come into the hour-long traffic, so we're finally here. But yeah, we're with Jackie Cheng, or as you guys might know, JackieDasian. How's it going, brother?
Yeah, good, bro. How are you?
Yeah. It's good to be here. It's good to be here now.
Yeah, it's great to be here, man. Oh, rough weather this morning as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 car crashes.
Yeah.
When you told me you're like, oh, I'm going to be late because there was a car crash, I was like, I could say the same. I'm going through one right now as we speak. Oh,
Yeah.
So bad, yeah.
But I'd love to start off with is just be open and honest. How are you? How's life with Jackie?
Life is really good.
Yeah.
Life is so great. I just got back from Thailand like 4 days ago, so things are going pretty good right now.
Man, bro.
How are you? I don't know if people ask you that, but how
Not
are you
really,
doing,
man. Yeah, life's busy, eh?
Yeah.
Hustling at the moment.
Hard.
Money's low because the hustle's high.
Hard.
Yeah, it's once the money's low, you realize how much in life we rely on money, and
Yeah,
at
bro.
the same time, you realize how much we don't need to rely on money.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my mindset at the moment. Is trying to get out of that. Oh, I need more money to survive. It's actually like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm gonna survive with more time than more money. So
Yeah.
getting that balance. But Thailand, man, bro, you've been busy.
Yeah,
And
really,
man.
really busy.
I'll tell you what, like. For the time you've been over there, bro, you're wham now.
Yeah,
You're
appreciate
wham.
Bro, I'm so skinny though. What do you
Bro,
mean?
buff, bro. Like
Oh,
those
mate.
your bag sessions with you kicking and stuff.
Yeah.
When you got there, man, your calves were like this.
Yeah.
And then like by the end of your Thailand trip, bro, your calves were like doing the Rock Johnson
I
shoulders,
appreciate
bro.
it, bro. Oh, it's just hectic, eh? Because the
Yeah.
training there is so hectic.
Yeah.
Like you're training, you're running in the morning, so you're waking up at 6, stretching, and then you're running at 7.
Yeah.
After running around 8, you're stretching, and then you're training from like 9 till 11.
Yeah.
Resting from like 12 till 3, stretching again. Then 4, you're running again.
Yeah.
And then you're training again. So it's just eat, sleep, train, repeat, like for reals, non-stop.
Yeah.
So it is really hectic. Yeah. But it's a good experience, eh? Honestly, I'd say if anyone wants to fight, go through that.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Did it meet
sure.
your expectations over there, or did it kind of?
Over exceeded it,
yeah.
honestly. Yeah, it was mean. It's like, I thought it was just going to be one hectic training a day, but they're like, no, you're training twice a day. And I looked at the schedule and I'm like, oh, mate, this is, this could be too much, for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, because in New Zealand, I was already training twice a day. So I was like, oh, yeah, 2 1-hour sessions a day or 2 2-hour sessions a day is all good.
Like I can take that.
Yeah, I can take that. That's fine. Like for me, I thought that was crazy as already.
Yeah.
But then when I went there, it was like 2, 4, 5-hour sessions a day. And I'm like, oh, mate. And this is like so much running. I thought, yeah, doing 1 run a day is like, yeah, I'm the man, But over there, they're running twice a day. And none of them are like complaining. They're just doing it and they're all goods. So it really like opened my eyes to a lot of the training. Yeah, a lot of their fighters are crazy, running 10Ks in the morning and then 5 in the afternoon, and then still training super hard. Even when I'm done and I'm like eating and inside the gym, I can hear them still like,
Still going.
us. And I'm like, bro, like, when do you eat? Like,
Yeah.
when do you rest, But they never rest. They're so crazy. And like, I think I inspire to be like that as well.
Yeah. The funny thing that from your videos and the videos I've seen of the gym you're training at,
Yeah.
bro, the coaches there just laugh at you.
Dude,
Like if you're struggling, they're like,
yeah,
I don't care. Go harder.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
One thing with Thai coaches is that if you struggle or if you're tired, they love it. They love to make you work harder. So it's
wanna
like
make you
really
suffer.
great. Yeah. There's a video of them just smashing me while like on the pads. They'll go out for a night, like drink. They'll go for a smoke. They'll go party.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Jackie, come with. I'm like, no, I got to fight in like 2 weeks. They're like, yeah, you're fighting in 2 weeks. Like, that's okay. Just come out, drink with us, have only like 3 drinks. I'm like, bro, I'll die. But these guys are like smashing down 10 drinks, smoking, and the next day they're still dropping me in sparring.
Duh.
And I'm like, these guys are built different. Like,
Built
so
different, yeah,
different, bro. It's stressful, so stressful because I'm like, how are you guys drinking every night, smoking every night? But you guys are still beating me up every day.
Yeah.
Like, and
you're
where's the energy coming from?
Yeah, bro.
Where are you getting this
Yeah.
energy? Like,
That's what they have in their coffee, bro. They're just bourbon in the morning.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's insane.
You have water. They have Captain Morgan's to keep them fueled.
Oh, it's so insane training there, and the heat there as well is insane. Yeah, it's like 40 degrees all the time. Sometimes 30 if you're lucky, but that's still super hot as well. So
you're shredding.
Yeah. I think the best. Yeah, Thailand's the best place if you want to shred weight.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I'd say because it's just so hot all the time. Like, I cut 12 kgs in 3 days over there. Yeah. I've got this insane photo of me cutting 12 kgs in 3 days just because of the weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's different gravy, bro.
Yeah. Very different. Yeah.
So where to with this? Is it? I get confused. Is it Muay Thai MMA?
Yeah.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Yeah.
So what are the next steps for you with it, bro? Like, where do you want to go with it? Is it just kind of to keep your mind busy, or do you want to grow in the sport?
So for Muay Thai, I started it because I was in Taekwondo first, but then for me Taekwondo got a bit soft for me, and I wanted something a bit more because you chase that adrenaline feeling and everything like that. So I got into Muay Thai and I got dropped in Muay Thai, and I was like, oh my god, this is great! Like, something I don't know and something I'm not good at is something I want to do, and so I joined it, and then just through it, I just kind of found the passion for it.
Love that, man.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I want to fight and stuff. Got dropped. I was like, oh, this really opened my eyes to everything.
Yeah.
So it's just passion, pure passion.
Me, bro.
For me, next step, no idea. Just take on as many fights as I can, train as hard as I can, and just
Mean. Now, let's talk about before the Thailand 12 kg shred tripping, man, and the hard trainings. I want to say, man, the first time I came across you was when we were all struggling during COVID.
Yeah.
That's when, what you were doing and your content took a big influence on me, and we really got to see where Jackie Cheng, or Jackie the Asian, was created, bro. Yeah. So let's go through that story. Where did that all start?
So that started all in like November.
Yep.
Yeah. So I met a friend named Judah. I don't know if you know Judah.
Yeah.
So we were just hanging out, and I saw that she was doing TikTok. I was like, "What are you doing? Like, what is this?" She's like, "Oh, I'm doing TikTok." I'm like, "Is that like Musically?" She's like, "Yeah, it was Musically." And I was like, "Oh, all right, nice." Like, that was when TikTok was just all dances.
Like, is there anything else with it?
Yeah, exactly. So I was just like, "Oh, it's just dances."
Yeah,
cool. Like, I don't care. She's like, "You should jump on like your crack of as, like your hoary as, it'll be funny." I'm like, "What?" So that's what she said. That was her first words. Like, "Oh, your crack of your hoary as, so you should start doing it." I'm like, "No, like it sounds so dumb. Like, I don't want to do that." But then I tried it for a week, and then from there, after that 1 week, it just kind of went from there. Yeah. So I feel like it was all a big lucky accident, So because I was like, oh, if I'm gonna start it, might as well go hard.
Yeah.
So I made 3 videos a day for a week.
Yeah.
And then it just blew up from there. So.
Shit.
Yeah.
No need for dancing, bro.
No
need for dancing.
Yeah, I'd be terrible at it anyways. I'm glad I'm not dancing, bro. Yeah. So I just started doing talking videos, and then that just kind of went. And then I started doing skirts, and then it just hasn't stopped from there now.
Have you always been a creative mind?
Yeah. So. Well, what people have seen is just me doing TikTok, started 3 years ago. But I actually started with YouTube when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And then through school, I started making little videos. But then in year 13 at school, me and my mate Lincoln, I started doing these YouTube daily vlog things. Bro, it's so bad, honestly. But
like the Casper Lee and
OG
ones.
Bro. So bad. So me and the bro Lincoln, we smashed up all of our assessments in term 1 in year 13 because we're like, if we get everything done now, we don't have to do anything for the rest of the year. So we did everything in term 1, got all our credits for the rest of the year. I was just like, I'm just going to make like YouTube daily vlogs or whatever, so bad, honestly. Like, I'd never watch those videos again. Honestly, when I watched them, I'm like, what was going through my head when I was making those videos? But it's a nice memory, and everyone was so supportive through school for that. So shout out to everyone that was supporting me through that, because I don't know why you guys were supporting me through that, honestly. So bad. But yeah, that's where I started, like doing YouTube vlogs through school. Then after school, I just kind of stopped for a bit.
Yeah.
Because I got really discouraged, you know, from, oh, what am I going to do now? Like, I'm finished high school. I don't know what to do next. Like, everyone's going to uni, but I'm not good at anything like that. I don't have the attention span to kind of like write and study and all that. So I was
We've just done 13 years of schooling.
Right,
like,
right. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh, bro, I don't even know what I'm going to do. Like, I can't, I'm crap at writing. I don't want to read. I don't want to study. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
I want to do acting. I think that's going to be mean. But then when, you know, the school careers, like how they're like, oh, what's your next steps? We're going to help you do this. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do acting. She's like, bro, you're not gonna
That's
make it in
not
the
a
entertainment.
career.
Yeah, that's not a career, you know, that's just a dream.
Yeah.
Maybe you need something else. And when she told me, she's like, oh, like, she compared me to like another student who was doing really well that I also looked up to, which I thought was, you know, I understand, but she's like, oh, like, you should pick something else because you're not gonna make it, because look what he's been doing this for 10 years, he's been doing this for the rest of his life and all that. So he's going to make it and you won't. And I was like, what kind of careers teacher tells like a student that, you know, like you shouldn't discourage students. You should be telling them, you should be giving them the right steps to kind of make it. But I guess for that first year, it was to prove her wrong. Not for me, you know?
Yeah,
it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But then when I was 19, I got an agent. And I was working at Pack and Save at the time as well. I was working full time at Pack and Save with the boys and all that through trying to find an agent, find acting and all that. And then I got onto Mulan in 2020.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so we were filming that as well. And then I quit Pack and Save because I got that. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is cool. This will be great. I've made 10 grand, like, I don't need to work. I'm top shit now. So bad, you know?
Yeah.
And then I needed to find another job again. And I was like, oh, crap. Like, this is just one gig. I thought 10 grand was going to last me ages, but I spent all the money because I was an idiot. But yeah, then I started to learn how to actually appreciate money and like start to spend properly, save properly, all that. But that's one thing that people don't know is when they get money, they just kind of spend it. They don't actually save it. So yeah, that was a time in my life, eh?
Well, bro, especially because I used to work at New World, and when you work at the supermarkets, bro, and you go somewhere else, you think you're set for life. You know, the supermarket life. Everything else overweighs it. You know, it's good memories and stuff, but that's the thing, right? Especially if something you love doing, you're like, I enjoyed it. I don't need to go handle produce anymore. Like,
right?
We're all good.
Yeah.
But that comparison thing, bro, like that teacher comparing you to the other student.
Yeah.
I've always thought, especially once we leave high school, because I was the same, never went to uni. Because my mindset was I can go to university anytime I want. You know, why not experience life a bit and find out what I want to do?
Right. Yeah.
And the podcasting thing was the sort of environment I wanted to be in. Yeah. And the whole comparing thing, it really does start from year 13. You know, you're bombarded with the universities and, you know, the police and army coming into a school, and you leave home with 2 bags full of brochures, and you're like, shit, what am I going to do with my life? You know, my mates wanting to go uni. I'm not sorted. Am I a loser? You know, am I stupid? Am I going to be a bum? You know, like, what is it going to be? I don't want to be a tradie. Oh, I'm not like everyone else, sort of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hard.
And when you want to go against the grain, you feel like an outcast. You feel like an outcast, bro. Man. And then I always love to look at it like we all hit our peaks at different times.
Hard.
And 100%. Not going to university after high school, and you'll probably feel this as well, is that just proves it, bro. Like, just because you're not doing the stereotypical life doesn't mean you're not going to hit your peak. And don't compare yourself to that other student.
Exactly. Yeah,
like,
true,
they might, I don't know, succeed in their career straight after school or a few years after school, and you might still be hustling. All good. Keep hustling.
Right. Yeah.
Keep hustling, because when you hit your peak, it might be the other way around. They might look at you and go, man, I wish I just lived my life and didn't do what everyone else was doing. Exactly. And that's a huge thing, I think, when I try to go in high schools and talk, is I try subtly put it on the teachers, is going, don't make everyone do the same thing. You need to support what people want to do. If people are hungry for something and passionate about something, let them do it. at the end of the day, we tuck ourselves into bed. So you need to be happy with what you do in life. And if you're not happy, then go do what makes you happy.
Exactly, yeah. Because people, like you said, like tuck yourself into bed. Everyone will tuck themselves into bed differently. Not everyone's going to follow the same structure.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell someone how to do this, but they're still going to do it their way anyways because that's the way they want to do it. They're not going to do it the way you want to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like I've had the whole thing of, I'm not sure, I don't know, you probably have done this, but trying to help your friends, trying to support them, like, yeah, you can do it, bro. Like, come on, just come to the gym or do this. Just follow what you want to do. You can do it. Like, but they're like, yeah, I can, but I'm going through this today. I'm sick today. Or I just don't want to do it today. And you can only push them for so long to kind of do something till they need to actually start doing it themselves as well.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, but, you know, it's just how you are. You got that drive that you want to push everyone around you to kind of be the best that they can as well.
Yeah. It's the whole, you know, you can only lead the horse to the water. You can't make it drink. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can only do so much, but at the point, like you said, man, it's like, okay, now you just got to do it the way you want to do it.
Exactly.
You know, I've planted the seed. You just need to do it the way you do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And the real thing that takes a lot of people by surprise is when you do kind of go on your own path, that relationships get tacky. You know, the whole friendship thing, man.
Bro, hard.
And when people get hit with that, they lose the drive.
Yeah.
They lose the drive, and that's I guess you say the most realist thing anyone could say is if you're going to go in your own way and you're gonna hustle and stay true to your passion. Yeah. Unfortunately, friendships may dwindle.
Yeah. The thing is with that is people don't understand how hard you're working sometimes as well, and so they're like, oh, you're leaving me to go do this or go do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're changing. You're not the person I knew before. Yeah, obviously not, because I'm growing. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to become better. But like people don't know that they are only capable with an expired version of you, you know?
I like that.
Yeah. People are only capable with an expired version of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They remember you or how they met you is not how you're going to be in like a year's time. They remember the, oh yeah, I'm going to go out and party and drink kind of you. And they love that kind of you, right?
Yeah.
But they're not going to be as soon as you change and you're hustling and doing all this, they're like, oh, you've changed. What? Like, I'm just trying to do better for myself, but why haven't you changed? You know, why are you still the same? You know?
I noticed that starting to happen when, you know, on the group chat, everyone's like on a Saturday night, oh, let's go out. And you're like, no, you know, I've got to be somewhere tomorrow morning. Or, you know, got to take a call, got to send some emails tomorrow. And they're like, oh, come on, bro, that's boring. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's boring now, but bro, in a few years, I'm going to be glad I stayed in Saturday night. Right. You know, I'm going to be glad I saved that extra $50. You know, I can wake up in the morning not scoffing a Big Mac down and getting hungover, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Bro, when you found you've been confronted with those moments where you haven't felt motivated, what's keep your fire going?
Discipline. I don't think I've ever been like motivated to do things. I think I've just always been disciplined. Yeah. And I've always chased the feeling of the accomplishment as well. That's why I run so much as well, is because I know when I get up at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. But I know I love the feeling of when I'm finished, that accomplished feeling. Like, just feels so good knowing that you're going to finish it and you can actually do it as well. Yeah. It's just all mindset. Some people go, I don't want to do it. But if they do it anyways, you're always going to be the person who doesn't want to do it and doesn't do it. You know?
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Were you brought up with, you know, in a disciplined household, or where did that kind of disciplined mindset come from along the way?
So at home, I have 4 siblings. Oh, I have 3 siblings. Okay. 4 including me. But it's always been just my mum in the household kind of running things and working 2 jobs and her working the hardest. And I've never really had a father there. And so having 3 siblings and a mum that's working hard, it kind of motivates you or puts you in that state where you're like, okay, I kind of need to be the elder sibling. I kind of need to just do the best. Yeah. I need to show my siblings, I need to show the people around me that you can kind of do anything you want to do as well. So I guess that's where it came from. I'm just like, if I can show people around me that you can kind of do anything you want to do, maybe it will help them. Yeah. But you can give the laziest person everything, show them every way to become successful, but they won't do it. Yeah. Because they're lazy, right? Yeah. Yeah. But that's just my mindset, is I want to show everyone around me that you can do anything you want to do. as long as you want to do it. But people won't do it if they don't want to do it. And it's so simple, you know?
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, you know, because you're like, oh, wow, like these people can do so well, but they don't want to. They don't want to do well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hard work always beats talent.
I love that, bro. Yeah.
It always does.
Now, would you agree that growing up in that kind of, your childhood being like that, it makes your mind mature a lot quicker, eh? Like,
unfortunately, you have to.
Yeah, bro. It makes you grow up a lot faster than you should be. Which at the time, you're like, this is shit.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, 10 years later, you know, when we're trying to hustle and following our passions, you're so grateful that the universe put you in that situation.
Right. Yeah. I always believe everything happens for a reason. You know.
Yeah.
Bad people, car crashes, or like, I don't know, falling, tripping over, getting hurt or something.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason. You always learn from something. You never really lose. You kind of learn. And that's like that with fighting as well. You never lose. You kind of learn. That's like one thing my coaches always said. And I was like, I'm taking that. You know, I'm taking that. That's a really good quote. I'm taking that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've kind of put that with everything. Everything happens for a reason. It is what it is. It's up to you what you're going to do now next, you know?
Is that your sort of mantra?
That's kind of what I run by. Like, everyone around me will always go, like, the one thing I say the most is, no, I'm having a crap day. Oh, this just happened. Oh, my tire's, like, flat.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's up to me what's going to happen next. What am I going to do next? Am I going to cry about it or am I going to get it fixed, you know?
Yeah, bro. I love that. Yeah, and it is. It's even, like, even when I pulled out my road today, and, you know, I was waiting in my road for 10 minutes for a gap to be in the cars. You know, you can get frustrated. Or you can be like, this is the universe stopping me from getting in a car crash. Or, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Little things like that. And it all comes down to perspective.
Yep.
People were so quick to close themselves off from potential doors they can open.
Yeah. Just because one closes doesn't mean there's another one that's going to open for you.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of stunts my next question, which is, you know, what's a lesson you've learned, but what is a scenario that stuck with you?
A big scenario that really stuck with me in my life, bro, there's so many, but a really good one that I did have was, so back in COVID times, around COVID times, 2020 or 2021, can't remember.
It was all mushed together.
Yeah, it's all mushed together. Everything was mushed together. But I was going through this really, really, really toxic, like, bad relationship. And, so lost all my money, lost everything, had to move out, had to get out of it. Luckily, I had my boys that, you know, kind of supported me, picked me up, kind of took me back, helped me move in. I stayed at their house as well for like a night or two because I had no place to stay, which is pretty insane, knowing, like, looking back on that now, because I haven't really thought about it till just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to stay at the bro's house. Shout out to Zoo here. Thank you so much for letting me stay at your house. But I stayed at his house for a night, and then I ended up going home. Had no car, had no money. I didn't know what to do. So what I did was I went and got a loan.
Yep.
Went and bought a car for three grand. My mum lent me $2,000, so I bought the car for $5,000. Then I bought the car. Then the same night, that car ended up getting stolen. Yeah, that's just what happens if you live in Manariwa, bro. Honestly, like, oh, mate. Yeah, it just happens, you know. That just happens. But my car got stolen, and I was like, wow, holy crap. What are the chances that happened to me? So I was $5,000 down, no car, still didn't know what to do. Like, yeah, I just felt so lost at that moment. But then I ended up meeting up with one of my mates, and we ended up going to get food.
Yep.
Then I got a fortune cookie that was like, just take every opportunity. I've still got it now, and it said, take every opportunity that you can.
Yeah.
You know, just say yes to everything. I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign. So I just started saying yes to everything, and then everything just kind of exploded from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was probably like my lowest point in life, honestly. Like, the time I felt the worst was when that was going on. Yeah, because I had nothing to go off, no job, no money, no car. But it's just the people around you, you know, I think, honestly.
Yeah, agreed, man.
Yeah, I had good people around me.
Obviously, bro, like, that's a real mately, you know, you're in the darkest of times, and that's a real make or break moment for people in terms of when they're at their lowest of lows. Is
right, yeah.
simple as asking, you know, bro, bro, can I stay at your house? And he could have said no, but the fact he said yes, bro, and that you stayed there, that is huge.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people, people might be like, oh, what do you mean? That's not that big.
Yeah.
But when you're going through it, that is massive.
Yeah,
That is massive.
Because I didn't know what was next. I didn't know what was going to go on. I'm like, oh, I reached my peak. Now I'm at my lowest. It's over. That's it.
Yeah.
I already been through my peak. That's it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll always be thankful and grateful for him, honestly, because he's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Even the whole quick... Do you have mates as well that go, like... I don't test my mates, but sometimes, like, during that time, I was like, oh, bro, I need $10. I'll pay you back when I get paid. And they just send you the money straight away, and you're like, fuck, this guy's, like, actually the man, eh?
Yeah.
And then you give them a bit more money back when you pay them back, right? Because it's kind of like you're grateful for them.
It's like they buy you a $5 pizza. Nah, bro, I'll give you 15 back.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm always grateful for those kind of people that kind of just help you on the spot. Hey, bro, I need help. What do you need help with? I'll help you right now. Like, hey, bro, you're going to call them. They're going to pick up straight away kind of friends. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever thought about it, but where do you think you would be right now if one, Zoo didn't let you stay at his house, and two, that fortune cookie didn't end up in your hand telling you to say yes?
I believe I'll always be where I'm going to be regardless because of my mindset,
Yeah.
But I just think it would have gone a different way.
Yeah.
It would have been, it probably would have taken longer, might have taken shorter, who knows? Like, I would never know because I took the way that I took.
So a different car journey, but ended up in the same destination.
100%. Yeah, I believe that I would have ended up in the same position. Just it might have taken a bit longer, or it might have just exploded and happened right there and then. Who knows? But I am where I am now. So that's all I think about.
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. It is what it is,
No, bro. If you said before, well, we both said before that you can only really lead the horse to the water. You can't make them drink.
Exactly.
If maybe someone's in your position now trying to help mates, or maybe someone is that friend now.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to find mates to give them that boost, or they're trying to find the boost in themselves. And they might not know what discipline is. And might have never tasted it, never had it around them, never experienced it. What's a simple tip that maybe you found or that's helped you in terms of discipline or just going for it that could help them?
That's pretty hard. But the only thing that helped me with my discipline was, there's a quote that goes, do what you hate, but do it like you love it. You have to do things that you don't want to do to get to where you want to be, Like, people don't become successful because, they do everything that makes them comfortable and makes them succeed all the time. You have to fail along the whole way to get there, right? Yeah. But it's all the discipline. As long as your mindset's right, you'll be fine. Like, champions don't become champions because they're winning all the time. They had to take losses, obviously. But it's how they come off those losses. It's not, I win, I'm the man, it's done, it's over, I don't have to do anything more. But it's when you lose, how do you come off that? It's, am I going to give up because I lost, or how am I going to come off this? How am I going to become better? Why did I lose? Like, I had a period where I lost 2 fights in a row. And I was like, why am I losing 2 fights in a row? Like, what's going on? But it's just because my mind wasn't in the right place. I wasn't training as hard as I should have been. I didn't have the right, group around me. But then once I switched everything, I switched that whole environment, I started winning again, Like, it's just that kind of thing. And especially with Thailand, that helped because everyone has the same, mindset. Everyone just wants to be a champion. Everyone just wants to win, And even if you lose, we're all a family because we train, we bleed, we sweat together. And we're fighting each other all the time. So it's kind of like you create a culture, a community. And it's really nice to have as well. But that's like with the gym that I'm at now, King's Academy, they're like a family. And our coach is like, if you don't want to be a part of this family, cool, get out. Yeah. If you hate one of the boys, get out because we're a family here. We treat each other the same. We respect each other. That's it. But if you don't want to respect anyone, get out. I don't care. I don't want your money. I don't care. I'm trying to build a community. I'm trying to build a family. I don't care about anything else but that. So, I've got some pretty good people around me with a good mindset, Yeah.
Yeah, the village that you go into plays a huge part on who you are.
100%.
And it's one of those little things again, man. it's a little thing to be successful with your life. Is you've got to surround yourself with the right people.
100%.
You know, if you have like-minded people around you, and you've just preached at them, bro. If you have like-minded people around you, you're gonna thrive.
Exactly.
You're gonna thrive, bro. Now, I want to wrap it up and say before we do, okay, let me word it this way. Imagine your movie to this, your life to this point is a movie,
Right.
okay?
Right.
And before the credits come on, you got one final scene. You know, it's like a close-in of your face, bro, and you gotta say something inspirational or something inspirational to yourself. So say something to yourself in the future to look back on, you know, for maybe someone who isn't Jackie, but is you, bro. You know, year 13, that last year of school, being told to do what they're doing, or that's not a career, that sort of vibe, or another quote that you just have, man, that can just really set the tone and wrap your movie up.
Wow.
I like to put you on the spot.
That really puts me on the spot.
Put you on the spot. Take your time. Honestly, no rush, man. No rush.
There's so many to pick from, but oh my gosh. Yeah, this really puts me on the spot.
Yeah, good.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Holy crap.
Could even be a personal situation with yourself, man, that you want to use, you know, just to prove that you've made it out the other side, sort of thing, you know. Oh, I like this.
Oh mate.
I like this.
Oh wow, I really think this is
is
only
good.
like what, 9 a.m. in the morning?
Bro, I got you working, bro.
Oh crap. I think a really good one that I always stand by is, you've seen the bill for trying, but imagine seeing the bill for not trying, you know? You know? Like, you can always do so much, and you can see what you can do, and you can fail from all that, but imagine not doing it. Imagine not trying to do something that you actually want to do, and imagine taking all that regret in the future. Like, I don't think I can do that, honestly. Like, I can't imagine looking back and going, oh, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, because I'm kind of doing everything that I want to do, you know? So take all your chances, take all your opportunities. Don't let it go to waste, because you're here because you're here. You are where you are because you chose to be where you are, you know? Only you can dictate where you're going to be in the future. So, yeah, take every opportunity you can, yeah. And discipline, not motivation, honestly. Because motivation will get you so far, but discipline will get you to the end, yeah.
Mean, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. That was beautiful, bro.
Thank
you,
Good stuff.
I like to put you on the
hard thinking,
bro.
Man.
But it's the whole it's what you preach, man.
Yeah,
you know,
hard.
Be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah,
that was good, though, bro.
bro.
That was beautiful.
100%. I always tell that to my peers, honestly. Like, you should get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How do you feel when you're losing?
Yeah.
Get used to that. And then when you win, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to understand that. You're going to have all that discipline from losing, that when you win, you're going to, like, be more grateful about it. But a lot of people just win and, yeah,
That's
whatever. If you're born a winner, then you're not going to appreciate it as much as if you were a loser and then you became a winner, right? Like,
yeah. Hard workers are the best workers.
Exactly, yeah. 100%, 100%.
Well, I want to say thank you for taking your time, man, and sticking in that horrendous southern motorway traffic.
Bro, stressed. No,
but thank you for coming on, brother, and being open,
man.
honest, transparent, and sharing your story, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
As always, guys, do what makes you happy, do what you know is right, and do what you need to do for you. I love you, love yourself, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.